Okay, so when you're coming in with Demi, less is more. We are also using the color wheel. So if you're trying to get rid of a blemish, you want to come over into this family. If you're trying to get rid of blue or like a purple darkness underneath your eye, you want to come over here. So to have all of the colors on hand to mix and match and play with is actually really awesome. And I realize it can kind of be a bit much. So what I tell everybody is just scoop up a couple of different colors that you think and then just kind of play from there. So I have like this darkness underneath my eye. So it's going to be right in this family. So I'm going to dip into basically some orangey sort of pinks. And I'm just dipping like this with one of the Demi brushes. And I'm basically just kind of coming underneath my eye, right? So you want to stay very minimal. These brushes are even fluffier than the other brushes that we have because the idea, can you see just a little bit? Like I barely have anything on. So I'm just coming in and I'm kind of tapping into the two pinky kind of colors. And I'm sorry that I don't know the names off the top of my head. So I will definitely find that out. But can you see how that instantly just gave a little bit of brightness, okay? Now, let's say you have any sunspots. Well, those are going to be like on the darker ends. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and to kind of like these orange and the yellow. And see, I'm just kind of like tapping back and forth. It's a trial and error. So when you're using the Demi, be prepared to have a very minimal amount of makeup on your face. But also you have to be prepared to play because your skin is going to change from time to time. And so although you have like the same areas, if it's a big area, let's see, we're going to do redness. So I'm going to come into this green and we're going to kind of get rid of some of this redness. But for the most part, sometimes my face is a little bit more red one time than it is another time. So it's kind of nice to be able to have this to play. So this is a corrector to get rid of the redness. So we're going to go with this green color. And isn't this so fun? So you can still have very minimal if you don't want anything on your face, or let's say your husband's trying to get rid of a spot and he doesn't really want to have it look like he has any makeup on. This literally looks like I have nothing on. So let's see if I have like a little bit of redness over here, and I'm kind of just like, I'm kind of tapping back and forth between these two colors. And you can see I'm using very minimal. Now, if you'd like a bigger area, scoop up one of the other bigger brushes, right? And you can tell that it's the Demi line because the handles are silver. And you can kind of come through and you can have a little bit of a bigger area like this if you need to, and you can kind of blend it in like this. So that's what I did on this entire side. I just used the entire Demi line to correct some redness, to correct underneath my eyes. Oh, let me show you on the top of my eyelid too. So you can kind of go back and forth, but I will tell you, I basically dipped into all the colors to play. So if you're reaching out, it'll be hard to be like, okay, so it's going to be this one and this one. It's still like a guessing game. You're still kind of playing, but you're going to get one of these stickers. And this palette right here is made for the Demi line. You can put any of the colors. You can throw it inside any of the palettes, but you're going to get one of these stickers. And this is what you're going to use. This is your color wheel. So if you're trying to get rid of redness, for example, you want to come across and you're going to try any of these combinations. If you're trying to get rid of under eye darkness, you're coming across and you're dipping into these colors. So that way it's kind of fun to be able to have the yellow colors or the pink ones or the orange ones to be able to mix and match and play. But you can see it's very, very minimal. It's very, very light. It blends gorgeous. And it's just super fun to be able to have this other option with your makeup to go ahead and play. And if you do scoop up this one, it's like